South Africa, coalition talks, update. No easy options for the African National Congress. Horse trading among political parties is underway to form a government for South Africa's 7th administration. This follows the 29 May elections, which saw the ANC lose its majority in parliament, as well as the provinces of KwaZulu-Natal, Gauteng, and Northern Cape. Although the ANC is down, it is not out. Whatever the formation of the new government, it will almost certainly involve the ANC. Or will it? What if other political parties decide to form a coalition that does not include ANC? Yesterday, 5 June, the ANC held a media briefing to provide an update on various internal and external discussions taking place. The ANC revealed that it has thus far held a series of exploratory meetings with Intaka Freedom Party IFP, the EFF Economic Freedom Fighters, the Democratic Alliance DA, the National Freedom Party NFP, and the Patriotic Alliance, and they successfully attempted to initiate talks with Umkhonto weSizwe, but there is no response from the Umkhonto weSizwe party. Now these meetings are exploratory meetings so that the ANC can weigh their options. Now the party has less than 2 weeks before the first sitting of the National Assembly, and its powerful National Executive Committee is meeting today to chart the way forward. ANC's first Deputy Secretary General Nomvula Mokoenyane stated that the below-mentioned engagements with opposition parties were brief and would resume only after ANC's NEC meeting. Now there is speculation that ANC has fired some of its ministers who are against an ANC-DA coalition. A lot of online polls on which coalition would people choose. A lot of people are choosing the ANC and DA coalition, followed by the ANC MK coalition. Then on third is ANC EFF plus smaller parties coalition. On number 4 is an ANC Grand Coalition with the smaller parties in South Africa. Now, Government of National Unity option. At this stage, the ANC said that it favors the idea of convening a type of GNU, a type of government national unity. This would encompass forming a government with representatives from political parties encompassing wide-ranging ideologies, similar to that seen in the post-1994 elections. Now this is what ANC spokesperson has said. The result indicates that South Africans want all parties to work together. The conversation is looking at a government of national unity because this is what the people of South Africa have said to us. Put together a multi-party arrangement that works for the benefit of South Africa. Then other analysis is that forming a GNU would be a likelier scenario for the ANC to avoid aligning with a coalition partner that might be unpopular with its supporters. However, given the wide-ranging ideologies, there are still risks of potential instability and gridlock within such a government due to the necessity of managing multiple partners with diverse interests. Although talks are still in their infancy, parties like DA and IFP have already indicated that they will be selective about the parties they will agree to work with, saying that parties they see as do not uphold the constitution are deal breakers. ANC, DA, IFP and other smaller parties. The ANC, DA and IFP, a collective of 263 out of 400 seats, have confirmed that very broad initial stage talks have taken place between the parties. However, they are still at their infancy stages. DA leader Johnston Hussein said that parties who respect the rule of law and the constitution, who seek stability and growth, must have a conversation in a mature way about how do we see the way forward. And now, this DA leader explicitly shut the door on the EFF and MK being part of such discussions, saying that the policies of MK and EFF amount to an all-out assault on the Constitution of South Africa. Two options for ANC, DA, IFP and other smaller parties' working relationship have been touted: a confidence and supply agreement and a coalition agreement. A confidence and supply agreement is where the parties agree to support the government in motions of confidence and appropriation votes, but otherwise free to vote in favor of their own policies or on conscience on legislative bills. So this is the most likely coalition, which would see the ANC keeping executive power with the inclusion of the IFP, while DA could control the legislative. A second option, a coalition agreement between these parties, could see all of the parties entering into the executive, which could result a small, or rather a more stable government given their consolidated agreement. However, some are against this option, believe that this could result in alienating some ANC supporters. We may see the DA president becoming the vice president. Now, the ANC, EFF, and other smaller parties, the ANC has confirmed that it has had preliminary talks with both the EFF and PA, however, have been unsuccessful in contacting Umkhonto weSizwe. These groupings could also consider a confidence and supply agreement or coalition agreement. However, party leaders, particularly in the EFF and PA, have been more clear about their preference for entering into a coalition rather than a GNU. Potential coalition options include ANC, EFF, PA coalition with a combined 207 out of 400 seats, or ANC, EFF, IFP coalition with 215 out of 400 seats, or an ANC, MK, EFF coalition with 256 out of 400 seats. The ANC, EFF, and PA have a history of forming sometimes contentious coalitions at municipal level, such as Joburg. While the MK may be a tougher challenge, given that Jacob Zuma has repeatedly said that he would not work with President Cyril Ramaphosa's ANC. Key policies proposed by the EFF and MK party include wide-scale land expropriation without compensation, the nationalization of key parts of the economy, and halting fiscal consolidation, while the PA have remained adamant in their stance on mass deportation. Additionally, the EFF has called for the National Assembly Speaker's position as well as Finance Minister portfolio, while PA wants Home Affairs. This could force the ANC to make significant concessions. Now, let us wait and see what happens next. That was it for now. As always, thank you for watching, and I'm out.